It's them, not YouTube.
No, it's definitely us.
Why does it keep doing that? It doesn't do that to Jaw. It doesn't do that to... Hasn't Jaw been streaming? Wasn't Python?
It didn't do it to you for the longest time.
I know.
So maybe.
Hi. Yeah, I did. I crashed.
See if there's an update
Which,
before your next stream.
I'm going to have to figure out what's going on with OBS. This is becoming way too much of a habit. That OBS crashes towards the end of my stream. This is not good press, OBS, but I know Vincentius Primus is saying that this... How did you describe it, Vincentius? It's open source software.
So it means they lack testing in general, but also you can run the new build on a Mac.
I know. 7 days, the new 7 days. They didn't even know what was going to happen with it. Until Mac people started saying, hey, why isn't this working? The new 7 days that opened, what was that, last week? That was last Monday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was earlier this week.
Oh, wait, that was Monday.
Yeah.
It hasn't been that long. Wow. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, everyone. I actually did. And I think I only have like an extra half. Put the water around the pillars until it hits sea level. Yeah. That is sea level. This is sea level, but I haven't put it on the bottom. So I'm going to go down underneath, and I might need the daytime to do this, or I might need some sea lanterns. Let's do some sea lanterns so we can see what we're doing here. But so I think what Mr. Villager is saying is that put the water underneath as well in these spots right here. Start at the bottom like this, and that it will fill up those areas, and he is correct. So let's get this, because see, I can't see this part right here, so that one's good. So this one's completely underwater, this one right here. Let's come to this one right here and do this side of it underwater. This is kind of hard to see, but that's helping it spread out some more in this section. And this one here, let's do the same. There it is. So now we can see this one on those sides is underwater. So come down like this on this side, and on this side, uh-oh, too high. Bring that down to here, and we have that, and we still have some little areas here, but we have less of them because we're able to do that. So let's see, that one is good. And This one is pretty good. Let's bring the water down here and here. I probably should have kept something on top, but I didn't. So there's one here. We can do this one and see. So it's coming to the right place here. Look at that calmed down. That one's calmed down a little bit. And we've got this right on that side. There we go. Let's spread it a little bit more. So we'll have some little areas that I have to do. Just give you a course for you. But seems like you have it under control. Yes. Oh yeah. No, it's okay. I don't mind. Let's look here. And see where that part is right there. I need something in between these to bring it up. Now what I could do to make this work is I could come down here. First of all, let's see if we can get this. So see how we have this area right here where there isn't anything? What we could do with this is actually put in logs or stone above this. And let's do cobble so that we know exactly what we're doing here. Let's do some cobble right here. So around these bottoms here, let's come out and let's put cobble in. Like this is what's holding these trees in the water, is this cobble piece right here. And then from this cobble piece, let me see if I can put some more water on top of them right there and maybe get that to come out. I don't know that that's going to make that much of a difference, but it might make a little bit of a difference. I should be able to, there we go. I should be able to see those. So that did make some difference right there. Bring it up a little bit. So let's bring it over. But water is a thing. Water is definitely a thing that has to be, that you have to work on. I've had, in every build that I've done, I've had to do one of these at least once, where I had to fill in a whole area, and it always happens at about this time of the build, about this time, which is really curious that it does. So I can get this, let me put right here. I'm going to put something around this one and see if we can get this to get closer. Let's go into this part where those are and put some down on that. And there we are. To use empty bucket in creating for drying water instead of, oh, yeah. I can do it with this bucket because it doesn't fill up. It's a magic bucket. If another person was doing this in survival, the first time they tried to correct the water, then what would happen is they'd have a bucket of water. And so that's why it doesn't necessarily work for someone like that. See this right here? This shouldn't be here. So this is not wet enough right in this area. So let's see if we can get this to be soaked underneath the boardwalk right here. See this part right here? Let's get this to be soaked. And maybe that will help with, there we go. See that? That'll help fill in some of the spaces in this area. Hopefully I'm not flooding the boardwalk. I'm just doing this underneath, and this should, da-da-da. Okay, so that should make some of that stop. Almost, not quite. Not quite. So let's see when we touch these, if I can get it. If I can't, I might have to put in a full block on this side. Are you planning to do with this lake? Just have it be, because look what it's going to look like. It's just going to look like this is underneath, that the house is actually above water. And I actually like the idea of that. I might put in, there's a door here, maybe put in a second walkway up along this, right up to here. See, they're here. And you know what? Braylon and Jeffrey could live here, actually. That would be something. Yet. I'm not sure what the rest of that is going to be, but let me put in a full block here for a second. Let's get this, because I think it'll straighten out this part if I do a full block along this section right here. Ah, we've got rain. It would be wonderful if rain actually did something. But we'll just leave it for now and see. Oops. There we go. And now let's see if I can get this full block to register the water coming out. There we go. That's better. Look at that. Let's put this here, and yay. Okay, so at least this part of the water is not acting like it doesn't know what's going on. I think. Let's see, did I get this part here? That looked like it fixed itself. Let's come down here. And let's see what we've got. It's still doing it, isn't it? In this section right here. So let's come under and let's look. And sure enough, it's just doing that. See this part right there? Do I need a piece of board holding this up on this right here? Let's have this come down, holding the boardwalk up in that section right there. Let's hold the boardwalk up here. If this is in the ground, holding the boardwalk up in that section right there. Let's take this away and put this all the way down to here, like it's anchored into the ground there. So see this part right here? Let's make this go away. Shoot, why did I do that? Couple. Let's take this. Although we could take the green. Let's take some mossy. We've got that. I've got this. I don't need these right now. these are still here. This is good. And there's the water. I'm going to have to look at the regular clock to see the length of time. But thank you for returning, Zaf. Thank you, too. Thank you, both of you. Ah! Sure did it. I did it. That's too high. So take that off. And look at what we have right in here. So I still have this area right here that needs something. And this area here. See, even with this underneath here, that helps spread a little bit. And doing the ground, but it's not a lot. It's not a lot. So I still have these areas here that I have to go underneath and put something down. So there's something here and here. There isn't anything here yet. So let's put something around this one right here. And I'm going to put a lantern right there so that we can kind of see underwater. Right there. And let's put this in. Let's put it up the way the others are. Right on this part right here. And there we go. You're waiting for the last Planet of the Apes movie. Yeah. How about that? That's right. There was one. Just in this last month, I believe, right? At a new movie, a new Planet of the Apes. Yeah. That should be fun. There is actually, I don't know if Zaf is going to like it or not. There is a new French movie called Day One, Jour Un. But it is an invasion movie, actually. It's an invasion movie. I know that Zaf doesn't necessarily like science fictions, but I think you might like this. I think you might. It's pretty scary. Pretty interesting in that respect. The creatures are the creatures that are similar in the stories of Asimov. Asimov actually has in Childhood's End, without destroying the story for you, the aliens who come are a big surprise to the planet. And it's an amazing story as a science fiction, but the aliens are definitely an unexpected surprise, and that is the motivation. I'm pretty sure that's what the impetus for the story, or how the story got, why he was interested in writing this particular story, was the idea of the aliens that landed. But it's a French movie. It opened yesterday in France. So you might TV series takes many awards, has a chef. You saw season 1. Took many awards with a chef. Is the chef what's his name? Is it Chef Ramsay? Is that the chef that you're watching? Vincentius Primus loves his shows. Dun 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 dun. See, we got it to come up a little bit in these areas right here. We got the water to straighten itself out just a little bit more. And I've got another one of these that doesn't have a bottom to it right here. Let's try and get the water in this part at least to come up. Let's try and get the water all along here to go all the way down, so that we're actually underwater in this section. See the water going down there? So now when we go underwater, we can actually see that we are underwater in this part. I'm going to have to take this away right here, right around this, and there, we got one to go away. Let's look at this right here. And let's put this in right in this spot right here. That made that part go up. Let's put water here for a minute, and that made that go up. We'd have to put something in the middle of each of these areas where there is now a hole right here like this. We'd have to put something in the middle of that hole, like we did at Rosa Oru's water. No, it's a drama. Oh, it's a drama about cooking. Oh, that's interesting. Let's take this one and bring it up like this, right here, and let's put water around it. Yeah, I am so sorry. I have actually, we actually found I found a mermaid story that I really like. It's kind of like Ever After, the movie Ever After, so it's definitely a fairy tale, and it's called The King's Daughter, and I just love that movie. I love it. But there's nothing scary. There are no dragons. There's nothing scary about it in that respect. It's just about the fact that of people wanting something they can't have, and so that is what the movie's about. But it's really quite pretty, and the story is actually a nice fairy tale, so I like it. Vincentius watched it. It's very sweet. He watched it with me. Sometimes he likes fairy tales. He did kind of like this one. Nothing scary. Oh, it just won awards. They give awards. Ah. Did that work? I think it did. I think that one went away, and that one went away. So yeah, we just have to put something down in each of these little corners, and I think we'll be done. Let's come to here. It's nighttime, isn't it? Let me go to sleep. Oh, let's go in and let's use one of the beds. I'll use the sleeping bag so I don't mess up the blankets and sheets in here. We'll just put the sleeping bag on, and there we go. Okay. And now we'll go back and continue working on this, because look how far we've gotten. We've actually gotten pretty good ways. Is this light, does this light actually stop you from going down? It actually does. Huh. Let's move this light to here. Let's take that away. And that helps. Okay. Okay. And then, yeah, I'm thinking now that this stair that's sitting right here that goes up, we'll put a stair that goes up here, that goes up to this one, and then goes up to this one. We can have the stair come right up to here and go to these. And how wide is this? This is 4 wide. So 4 wide from here would be 1, 2, 3, 4 going up right here, which is perfect for this little garden area right here, and to have another stair there. You like season 1? Cool. Cool. All right, and let's do this again. Right here, we're going to find a place here where we can put in, sort of in the middle of this. This is probably going to take more than one, but I would like it to only take one. If we can find the perfect spot that we can actually bring this. But see that square there? I think it wants its own. It wants its own square up. So we're going to cover these two and see how far we get if we put water here. So, and there we have, too far. Take that off. Let's come to here. I'm going to have to rearrange these so that that's like that. So all the way down this one, we can fill this in on this side and on this side. And that filled in all of that and filled in all of this right here. So now we have less of those. So let's take this away. Let's fill this top part in and fill that in. And now we can take this down. And I think that's probably the secret, what you just saw. I think I should have left the top ones, and so that I could fill it in without having to go back and do this. And I'm glad, yeah. And so we'll take that piece there, and that allows for this. Yeah, but that's the only thing I think that, only movie that we've seen in a while. We've kind of been really kind of watching a movement, a tiny homes movement, and kind of been watching tiny homes as a solution to the housing, tiny homes as a solution to the housing debacle that we have right now with corporations buying houses and with and selling them at such a high price that no one can afford any housing. And just buying, corporations buying housing, is that at whole? It is. Let me bring this over here. I think I chopped a hole in that tree. All right, let's see this. No, that's fine. I'm not going to do anything about that. And did I cover the top of this one? I did not yet. So let's bring this back and put water on top. 3. And that one is down. So that's what I would have to do with the whole thing. I have 3 more places back here This I might be able to do with one. Wouldn't that be nice? It's fine for now. The actual show that you're watching. Yeah. Well, that's interesting that a cooking show has your attention. That you like this cooking show. Vincentius loves cooking shows. Vincentius?
Mysterious.
Zaf is watching a cooking show.
Cool.
Called, took many awards and has to do with a chef. And he saw season 1. And the actor who's in it is Jeremy Allen White. So you'll probably be able to find it by the actor.
Took many awards cooking show. It's probably The Bear.
The Bear, that is it. It's called The Bear TV series. Ah, I didn't understand that. I didn't realize that was the name of the series.
Yes.
Okay, see? Vincentius already knew about it. But we haven't watched it yet. But Zaf is saying it's good.
It is supposed to be a wonderful show.
Do you want to watch it?
Sure.
Okay. Zaf, I think that's a really cool idea. I think we'll look at it. And we'll tell you how we feel about it. But it's like you said, you're enjoying it. And so I think it'll be fun. Thank you, Afkaristo. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, we don't watch a lot of television because I'm streaming and Vincentius is usually working. So we do watch television when we're eating. We do indeed. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look, this is the last one right here. What? We did the whole thing? Whoa. Look at this. We put water under the house. Dun, 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 dun. I will. I definitely will. It'll be fun. It will indeed. It will definitely be fun to tell you when we start watching it. Which will probably be tonight. Yes, Vincentius?
What's that?
We'll probably start tonight, yeah?
No.
No? Oh,
I have to.
he has to find it.
Yes.
He has to find it. And then we'll go, and then we'll be able to watch. But yeah, let's see, in places here, I'm looking at all these places down here where they have these special pieces that are holding up these poles. So these poles are secure in the water. We're going to take some of this stuff away. And there we have it like that. Wow, look at this. Look at that. All right, so yeah, of course we're going to have a walk. Part of the boardwalk right here is going to have some kind of fence here to keep people from hurting themselves. So we'll put this part in right here along this, and too long, something to put under the alchemist laboratory in Rosa Oru. Oh, okay. The alchemist is only at level 1. So what's going to happen is there is something underneath it already. But we'll see we'll see what happens. We'll see what else I can do with that. I am over time. I'm actually beyond the normal time. I know that we had that thing where the OBS stopped working. So, the first 2.5 hours are on one stream, and then the last stream we spent doing this. But we did it! Look! That wasn't so bad. I like it. Now, I don't know what kind of lights I want to have down here. I'm not going to have torches. So we'll have to figure something else that we want to put as lighting down underneath here and see something there. Was the laboratory or something else? Something else? In Rosa Oru, there are some tanks that are underneath, and next time we're there tomorrow, I'll show you. Actually, I can show you here. Hold on for a second. Let me go over. So Rosa Oru's Alchemist isn't finished yet, but the Alchemist is finished here, and it is the cliff style Alchemist. And let me get a light, and let me get this. Let's go over there for a minute so I can show you what it looks like, and then and that'll be the last thing I do. So just for a moment. Thank you. Afkaristo Zaf. I'm just going to show Mr. Villager what's underneath. So this is a level 5 Alchemist right here. So see this part right here? This is the floor that we see now at the rudimentary level. But this is underneath it. So there's this vat right here. There's that vat behind there. And there's this other vat that is here. All of this is not built yet in Rosa Oru, but those are underneath the actual place. And I'm going to go to sleep for a second so I can show it to you in the daytime. We're just going to sleep under these beautiful trees, these beautiful maple trees. And there's one of our druids coming by right now. But this is what it looks like underneath. And so it is actually going to have these vats coming out of the top of the building. And that's why there's so much space underneath. Zaylee is probably she's involved in a firefighter's test, it looks like. They have some tests that they do by themselves, and then they have tests that they do as a group. And Zaylee is out doing, and there's Marlon. So the group is doing a test. They're fanning out from a drop site probably, and showing that they would search for fire in those areas because they do that. So it was one of your ideas to put under whatever had an empty space underneath. Oh, okay. So let me, when I look at it, I'm going to actually see what it is, and we can use it. We might be able to use it someplace else. So that'll be great. Okay. So here we go. Thank you, everybody. I'm sorry that it's in 2 parts again. We're going to figure it out. We're on Macs, and a lot of the gaming stuff a lot of gaming stuff still has trouble with Macs. That's probably it. But I'm going to try and see if I can get it to the point where it doesn't do that anymore. Look at all the firefighters. So that's something that we'll look at. Violetta just went by. So, Zaf, Afkaristo, Kali Nikta, thank you very much. Have a good evening. And Antio and Mr. Villager, obrigado. Thank you. Thank you very much. Obrigado. Boa tarde. Have a good afternoon. And I look forward to seeing you both tomorrow. Lo-Fi might have gone away, he was waiting for his drink to melt. So he's probably making things in his own world. But I want to thank Lo-Fi for being in chat. For those of you who are watching now, and those of you who will watch later, thank you so much. Thank you, really, thank you so much. I'm enjoying having people watch. I really am. So thank you, and enjoy your games. Enjoy watching all the other gamers. We've been listening to Drone Hands, who is on Twitch and on YouTube. He has great music, great electronic music, and we're going to listen to Vincentius Primus right now. So bye for now, everyone. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.